If you've watched my story on Lewis, you'd know that Skankfest itself is a hoax that has never actually happened. But this year's different, with this alleged comedy festival actually taking place in New Orleans. And it's all been building up to this. Using the Freedom of Information Act, I was able to acquire these tax documents that shows the property being used for Skankfest is owned by Lakewood Incorporated. And while that might not sound odd on the surface, Lakewood Inc. is owned by Joel Osteen, the American televangelist. And though some would say this overt snake would take money from anyone, something still seemed odd. Why here? And why now? Well, I cross-referenced the area with flood maps and found this property sits well below the waterline. It is in fact a major evacuation area. And Skankfest has been scheduled here directly in the middle of hurricane season. What could this dastardly group be up to? Well, thankfully, the TB Nation has been steadily growing, and a church insider reached out to me and gave me a set of maps I had never heard of. And when laid on top of one another, these new maps directly mirror the flood zones. But these secret biblical maps were actually defining conversion zones. Believe it or not, American pastors can ordain certain parts of town as conversion areas. And if you happen to be caught in one of these conversion zones and doused with water, you become legally converted to Christianity. So the Legion of Skanks have been building a massive audience of sinners for over a decade, only to bring them to New Orleans and forcibly convert them in a mass baptism.